Great to be here. I stand before you as a father, a husband, a grandfather, a small businessman, and a rancher. I'm just so proud to be here. It's so great to be a part of your group. Just like all of you, I am just a regular old citizen, and I just want to be a part of what you're about. Like many of you, I have some experience in politics. But I'll be honest with you, for the better part of a decade, I thought my political life was behind me. I was content to go back home, feed cows, put up hay, and to be a grandpa. But just like you, I've been on the outside looking in for this past decade. But you know what? As I was on the outside looking in, watching our government, I became scared to death. I fear for the future of our state. I fear for the future of this country. And I fear most of all for the very existence of our Constitution. The Constitution that many people have fought and died for. You and I have watched from the outside as we have seen our state government triple in size. You and I have watched from the outside as the Obama administration has nationalized our banks, nationalized our automobile industry, and has nationalized our health care. We have watched this administration as they have brought up something called cap and trade. And we have watched this administration as they have saddled our children and our grandchildren with unprecedented debt from which they may never get out from under. Oh, man. And like you, I said, I cannot sit back and watch this happen and watch the future of our children and our grandchildren be squandered. Like you, I said, we cannot sit back and allow the freedoms and the liberties that we enjoy so much be replaced with a dependence on government. It is time to change the course of this state and this nation. It is time that you and I, who have been on the outside, engage and get back on the inside. It is time for you and I, who have been on the outside, to begin the process of taking back this party, taking back this state, and taking back this country. I have a vision for Wyoming, and that vision is a prosperous Wyoming with good economic growth, jobs for our young people, excellence in education, and an environment that encourages business to come to Wyoming and invest and be successful. My vision of Wyoming is that we protect the wonderful Wyoming way of life that we love so much. But the truth is, our vision has been challenged by internal forces. In fact, you may be surprised to know that our state government in the last 10 years has tripled in size. The state leaders who have been in charge of this state government for the last 8 years has tripled our government. In fact, one study shows that we lead the nation in the growth of state government of any state in the nation. Another study shows that we have the highest number of public employees per capita in the country. That is not sustainable, and that is not something that we want to continue to do. The good news is that it's not too late to turn it around. The good news is that with every challenge comes wonderful opportunities. We have the opportunity in this state to return to our conservative principles. It was Ronald Reagan that said that government is not the solution to our problems, government is the problem. We need a governor who has the courage and the strength to cut back our budget, to refocus and reprioritize our state government, to return to the principles that our founding fathers understood. Now, while we are getting our own house in order, it is absolutely incumbent upon us that we need to continue to fight back against the continual federal intrusions from the federal government. We must be vigilant in fighting the Obama administration when they try to take that which is not theirs. be prepared to push back against an administration that wants to bully states and individuals into submission. We need a governor who has the courage and the strength to stand up and say, I will defend states' rights and state sovereignty and the 10th Amendment. I will be that governor. Now we have a governor. Our current governor talks a good talk about states' rights. But when it came time to actually have the opportunity to stand up and challenge the Obama administration over health care, over the EPA takeover of cap and trade, our governor chose to sit back and do nothing and let others fight the battle for us. Right. I say that is utter nonsense.
Yeah.
We need a governor who has the courage to stand up and protect the 10th Amendment. There is no state in the nation that has more to lose with the adoption of cap and trade than the state of Wyoming. We need a governor who is willing to not only join the fight, but lead the fight. And I will be that governor. Now, there are those who say that we can't win that fight, that we shouldn't even be fighting the federal government. There are those that say that we should spend more time worrying about the state and not fight the federal government. You and I know that that is wrong. Yeah. You and I know that the economy of the state of Wyoming is directly tied to the policies of Washington, D.C. Mm-hmm. To those critics, I would say what Ronald Reagan said when he asked the question, if not us, then who? If not now, then when? In 1776, in Philadelphia, when our founding fathers were debating the passage of the Declaration of Independence, there was some doubt whether the Declaration was going to pass. And the great John Adams stood up, and these were his words. I believe that the hour has come. My whole heart is in this. Everything that I am, have, and everything that I hope for in this life, I hereby pledge to this effort. It is my living sentiment, and by the grace of God, it will be my dying sentiment. Independence now, and independence forever. To be near the man that John Adams was. But I too believe that the hour has come. I believe that we must engage. I believe that we must be together and that we must make a difference. Those of us from the outside need to get engaged and save this country. Please join our efforts. Thank you for your support, and God bless the great state of Wyoming.